Hello and welcome to another exciting installment of The Collapse Experiment. This is not a Russian hat. My head gets cold. Thanks. So, it's been an interesting weekend, hasn't it? Putin put his nuclear defense system on high alert. That's pretty awesome. Meanwhile, his army seems to really suck balls. I was not expecting this. I was expecting the Russians to move into Ukraine, just decimate and slaughter, and apparently they're having their asses handed to them. And I am happy about that. That is amazing. Ukrainians, if there's an ally that we should have, it's probably them. So, what else is going on besides the possibility of nuclear war? I don't know. When something like that is on the table, nothing really matters. So all of a sudden, I am working on. Well, I've been working on a new book, but I've got an Etsy store now, which sounds kind of foo-foo-y. But no, it's got bumper stickers on there. The ability to buy my books autographed by me. If you want a personalized inscription, no extra cost. That's kind of cool. And I think the actual price is cheaper than if you were to buy it on Amazon. So kudos to you for getting a deal and something that Amazon doesn't offer. Gotta stick it to them when you can. I will try to remember to put a link to the shop below. I'm probably not going to remember that. I'm horrible at this. So I decided to take my own advice the other day, and I went down to the gas station and I filled up 2 5-gallon tanks, topped off the gas tank on the truck, because, trucks are pretty handy tools when it comes to a larger piece of property, and you don't have fuel, it's just scrap metal or very expensive, nasty looking lawn ornament. And I also filled my car, my wife's car. Overall, I spent about $120 on gasoline. That is not to say that I regret it or anything. It's just, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And, man, the number of videos and news that's coming out about this topic, anything I can do to make myself feel better about being prepared for what might come. Now, granted, I've come to accept the fact that if something falls out of the sky and immediately incinerates me and everything else around me, well then, what the hell am I going to do? And whether it's Putin or some asteroid that, our government and governments around the world and NASA and Elon Musk failed to see coming, then I guess we're all shit out of luck. But, it's the other things, that would try to kill me slowly that I'm more scared of. Yes, aliens. No, really, I've always had this inkling that if somebody did try to attack the U.S., I mean, besides 9/11, it would not be, for one, it wouldn't be military action, and two, why would you nuke an entire continent? Because basically Canada and Mexico would be freaking gone too. Let's be honest here. Why would you do that and totally obliterate all the natural resources that you're going to want? Because isn't that what normal mano-a-mano war comes down to? Is you have something I want or need, I'm going to take it, and nuking somebody's not the best way to go about it. I mean, we were dumb and did that, but the only thing that we wanted out of Japan was, could you guys just give up already? So what I'm finding interesting about where I live is that it's not uncommon to meet a person, and within 20 minutes of conversation, they're talking about the ghillie suit that they made in order to take care of possible invaders in the future. No joke. Now, granted, I'm not a fan of the ghillie suit. I'm more of a like hit and run type of guy. Not with cars. I'm not confessing anything, but I'm just saying, pop off a few and get the hell out of there because odds are they probably have better equipment than you. But no, what's fascinating is the fact that I can have these conversations and nobody from HR is called about possible offensive or threatening language. I live in Michigan, and for some reason, people just don't understand Michigan culture. So I got out of the city, where things like offensive language and being a straight white man is apparently an offensive crime. No, I moved a few hours north where the majority of people would say that they live in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, this kind of conversation and topic is not uncommon. A lot of people climb up in trees, they wait several hours to actually shoot something. Snowmobiling, dirt bike racing, these weird four-wheel all-terrain vehicles, not the four-wheelers, but the Razor and the Raptor, and they have all these like crazy names, but they look like glorified golf carts. These things are everywhere. Personally, I don't get it because from my understanding, they're supposed to be like a workhorse for the farm, and usually they have flags on them and they're going downtown to like get ice cream and shop at the Family Dollar. I'm not going to say that I understand everything that people do around here, but I'm starting to get it. It's hard to go for a joyride when you have a pickup truck that takes 20 to 30 gallons to fill the tank and you don't get the best gas mileage, and maybe buying something small like that still looks kind of badass. They make these things look like Hummers. That was the kicker. I'm like, because people up here own Hummers, like not the actual like domesticated version of a Hummer. I'm talking like the previous surplus military versions. So I think I'm doing good. I think I'm pretty well set. My main priority this spring is to redo the roof on the root cellar again, because yeah, the sheets of plastic and the sod that I put on there, along with the gutter system that I built, not working out too good. I'm guessing some holes got in the plastic when I was installing it. I tried not to walk on the damn thing, but it's still leaking, and it just needs some it needs an actual serious roof on it. So I'm coming up with some designs, some ideas. Now the thing with a root cellar is you need 1, ventilation, 2, I'm probably gonna have to use a flashlight, but there is power running to it, but for some reason the power doesn't work from what I'm seeing. I don't know if it was shut off, if somebody disconnected it, but maybe I can get that up and running again. A 2-door system, so you have an air buffer between the stairs and the actual root cellar. There's a lot of work that's going to go into it, but it's seriously going to be worth it. I did see a video the other day where a guy was talking about he had these food grade plastic 55-gallon drums that he keeps animal feed and other things in, and it's got a top on it that's resealable, and I'm like, that sounds pretty amazing. I definitely need to get the root cellar up and running and stop using it as like a storage / garage system for all the kids' toys. That's always awesome. And I need to actually build like a a shed, an actual barn slash shed. So that's going to be, if I'm lucky, summer, fall, I could get something like that done. I really want to have the lawnmower I paid $3,000 for stuck somewhere without a tarp and snow on top of it. Probably be a good idea to do something like that. So, on a side note, I've been watching everything with Ukraine, probably too much. It's probably unhealthy, as a certain therapist would say, but at the same time, collecting information, just really want to know what the heck is going on, because sometimes just by keeping track of the news, you can get an idea of things aren't going too well. There's a possibility of this happening. Prepare accordingly. So, any news story with substance that has information that I think people just need to know is posted on my website, thecollapseexperiment.com. And it sounds like I'm trying to make money off of this thing, and there's no ads. It's just me sharing information. There's comment sections. If anybody wanted to leave comments about certain stories, that's cool. Kind of wanted to start some type of community on there where people could read stories, maybe share information that they found, back and forth conversations, but that's just never been a thing. It seems like most people just go to the website, check out the latest information, and maybe share it on their own website. So it's still cool. Just like to have this stuff available, and when possible, hold and keep stories that sometimes just disappear because those in power don't want that stuff out there. It's funny how that happens. So, when you can, if you're curious as to what's going on in the latest news on Ukraine and Putin using the wrong side of a ruler to measure his dick, check out thecollapseexperiment.com. I'll also try to remember to add a link to that, considering I just realized I already forgot about the other link I'm supposed to add. This is not going so well. So, I'll just leave you with this little bit of news and information. Joe Biden was last seen getting on a helicopter and flying away. Nobody's heard from him since. If you don't think you should be concerned, you might want to rethink that. So, in the meantime, pick up a 6-pack of your favorite beer, pack your pipe, or grab a tasty cigar, kick back, relax a little bit. Just try to tell yourself it's going to be all okay. Keep on typing.